Welcome to the Behind the Plate podcast. I'm Chloe Bellman, and this is our episode 3, so week 3. They're not sick of me yet, thank goodness, because I really enjoy this. I hope they do as well. But this is our episode 3. I've got a sophomore and a freshman with me this week. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then we'll get right into the episode. So go ahead.
I am a sophomore. I'm Cody Batchelor.
Major and position.
Oh, we do?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I am a pitcher, and I'm double majoring in business and computer science.
Oh, wow.
Nice. I'm Emma Scales. I'm a freshman, and I'm majoring in secondary education with an emphasis in English.
Okay. I'm an English writing minor, and then I'm a business minor, so I'm right there somewhat with both of you guys. So that was easy. See, not bad at all. Y'all are doing fine. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into the questions. And the printer's not working this week, so if you guys see me looking down, it's my phone. But it's what I had last minute. I'm sorry. Okay, so you guys just got off of a weekend tournament in Oklahoma City?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And I was told you guys played 3 nationally ranked teams, Nebraska Kearney, or was it Washburn?
We played both.
Both. Okay, which one was... I think
it was Washburn.
I think it was Washburn. Okay,
Yeah.
That was on my list. Rogers State was also
We didn't get to play them
Oh,
because, they canceled that one.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then Missouri Southern.
Yes.
Okay, so what was it like playing the nationally ranked teams? Like, you're a freshman, so you're probably pretty new to it. You're still pretty new to it since you're still one of the younger ones on the team. So what was it like?
I think it was really good for us. We played Missouri Southern earlier in the year, so then getting to see them again was nice. I saw a lot of improvement in that game, so that was good. And then Scales got to play in the Nebraska game?
I pinched hit in the Washburn
Yes.
and Nebraska game, and then we both played in the
Missouri
Southern game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like there was some really good pitching that they got to go to, which, I mean, Scales could talk more about that, but
Wait, what?
like whenever you...
Oh, yeah. So, for Washburn, they kind of... I was preparing to go in to hit because it was I was the third batter, and I was getting all this intel because our team's really, really good at letting us know what they've seen, what type of pitches. And as soon as I walk up there to go hit, they switch pitchers.
Oh, perfect.
And I was like, oh, great, thank you.
Perfect.
So all that information was just
Down the
gone.
drain.
I was like, okay, guys, thanks for that. So,
Well, do you think it was more beneficial to see newer teams like that than what you see in the GAC, or do you think it's better to see new people on those GAC teams every year?
I think that it definitely kind of got us ready for it because we were able to see what we can expect since conference is coming up. But I mean, a little bit different because I didn't get to see any of those girls last year, so they're all new to me. Which the teams that we're gonna play in conference this season, I've gotten to see them or watch them. So I mean, that's different, but I think it was a lot of fun and showed us areas that we can improve in for sure. So
I'm sure road trips are always fun. I remember road trips back in the day.
back in the day.
Way back in the day. I feel old now. With the high school team that I was a part of, and bus rides, I mean, they were long sometimes, and they were stressful after a loss or anything, but I always thought they were fun bonding times.
It's a business trip, but it's a fun business trip.
Yeah.
It's what you make it. So, with our team, we're really tight, and so, you can make pretty much anything fun. And so it just makes it, it's we get to spend time together and get to learn even more about each other, but while also going and taking care of business and stuff like that.
yeah, I think that's a great way to put it.
Well, speaking of the GAC, you guys start tournament play, or not tournament play, you just got out of a tournament. You start conference play this weekend against SWOSU, at SWOSU, right?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I was just making sure. I know it's probably hard to hear what I'm saying because that's an acronym for sure. And we have a million of those. But how are you feeling going into playing them since the last time you played them was almost a year ago to the day? You guys won the series 2-1.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I feel good. The girls that got to play against them last year did really good because we won that series. So I'm really excited to see what the returners and the new girls are going to do in this weekend. But last year, I think Tuesday pitched a lot, and we had some girls come in and get some really good hits. So just seeing that come together again this year is going to be really fun, and I'm really looking forward to this weekend. I think that we can really take care of business.
Yeah. Are you guys prepared for it to be a battle, or like since you lost a couple girls and you've got so many new freshmen in this year, or like are you guys prepared for it to be some newer stuff? Like I know you guys had a coach change, so like have you guys heard of any other changes like for other teams, or do you think it's pretty much the same?
I have not heard any changes for other teams, but I'm not the best at keeping up with like coach swaps and transfers and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I think we have a really great group of girls that have returned, and even though we did lose some people last year, I think that we're still going to be right where we are, or you know.
I did my research before this episode, obviously, and I didn't see any changes on their team, but I might not have looked in the right place, so that's why I thought I'd ask. Sorry to put you on the spot like that.
No, you're good.
Okay, what's our next question? These words are so small. Coach told me to ask you guys what your AP program is. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Is it beneficial to you as a college athlete? Give me the rundown.
You can start. I've been talking for a minute.
So the AP program is like accountability partners.
Oh, okay.
And so I think it kind of started because like coming in as a freshman, like you don't know necessarily like what you're getting into, and like it's kind of like throwing you into a fire type situation. And so like to get that person that like is stuck with you, like really you're stuck with them for like the entirety of the year. Like you grow really close to them and you get these really great bonds. And like they help you like get situated and like make sure you are making it to the 6 a.m. practices and that you don't sleep in so you don't have to go and run. And then like when we do cardio, it's a lot of like, oh well your partner's doing this while you're doing this. And so it's a lot of like we get to hype each other up while we're dying. And so like we're accountability.
Yes, we are.
I was told by Aaron that I was getting accountability partners, and I figured it would come up sooner or later, so I didn't make a question for it until I was told. Because I wanted to make sure he was keeping on that trend. So.
But yeah, I know we kind of lucked out because we played travel ball together for like your last summer, right?
Yes, we did.
And so I caught her and stuff like that. And so he was like, oh, you gotta, like, he gave us these really cool, like, pictures that, like, made words, and you had to, like, figure out who it was. And it was, like, a really cool idea. Like, I was vibing with it. But, like, I saw it was Cody, and I was like, this is great. Because we're, like, the same speed, so it's not, like, it's not, like, I'm sitting there, and, like, while I'm, like, recuperating, she's, like, speeding, and then she's back, and I'm still out of breath. Like, I have time to, like...
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
I love the AP program, which we had it last year too, and my accountability partner last year was Maggie, and then this year I got skills. So I've absolutely loved my APs, and it's been a lot of fun. Plus, a lot of the stuff that we do it as a team, but having like your partner there with you doing it all, like you don't want to just do it for yourself or for your teammates. Like you want to do it for her because she's working just as hard as you are, and so I love it. But I don't know, going into the game and like having my AP with me, it was so awesome because we worked so hard this off season together and all these workouts and stuff, and so then to get to go into the game and have fun, it was just. It's all worth it. So
yeah, I didn't think about it in the moment, but I was like, oh wow! Like afterwards, I was like, oh, we were AP and we got the pitching game.
Yes, it was so much fun. Yeah,
that sounds interesting. I don't know if I would do good or bad with that. Because, like, I have a bunch of siblings back home, but, like, coming to college, I've grown so independent just because I guess there are so many siblings at home. I mean, I'm sure it's good for, like, a lot of things. And, you know, like, 6 a.m. workouts, I don't want to run. I'd much rather somebody wake me up. But, yeah, that's sweet. I love that for you guys.
It is.
Yeah. I don't know how to approach that. I'm sorry. It's really awkward. Okay. Well, it seems like a good thing instead of a bad thing.
Oh,
But,
it
like,
is.
It
you guys,
really is.
I mean, you can't think of, like, anything that... I mean, it probably doesn't negatively affect anyone in any way. Because, like,
No.
it just seems like you're majority helping each other out most of the time.
Yeah, like even if like you don't have necessarily the same personalities, like you spend so much time with each other that you just
Yeah.
kind of like get there, and then like
Yeah.
you're both in situations that like I mean there are some weirdos that like to run, so they're having a blast.
Yeah,
with it,
they're
but
right.
I mean like most people are like sitting there like dying,
Oh, yeah.
and then like you're dying together, and so
You
it's
guys-
just like someone to look at that's like okay,
Yeah.
Like,
You guys
there's
run
all-
up that big hill.
yeah,
Ugh.
5-minute planks.
I'll pray for you guys.
No,
I cannot.
on the days that I'm not motivated, she's the reason that I want to go and do it anyways, because I do it for her, so it's a good thing. Yeah.
Are all the accountability partners, do they live together or suite mates or no? No, okay.
Because I live in
Oh, yeah, you live in Francie.
and
Yes.
she lives in. Is it that bad?
Well,
I'm not talking.
yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
No, well, typically APs are not in the same class.
Okay.
So, which there's a few that are, but typically it's upperclassmen and lowerclassmen
Okay.
together.
I think maybe my ones last week were? No.
No,
No, they were
Jordan.
No,
and
she's
Aaron
just a
are,
red
yeah.
shirt freshman. That's what it is. Remy is. She's a red shirt freshman on the field.
Yes.
Yes, that's what it is.
I didn't know that. Oh,
Yes, she's a red shirt freshman on the field because she had an
killing it.
injury last year.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was. Yes, okay. I confused
Speaking
myself.
of Remy, be killing it. she getting it.
Yes,
Um,
great.
Speaking of you guys starting conference play or any game play, do you guys have like a ritual you have to do beforehand? Do you have a lucky pair of socks, a routine, a hype song? I don't know if you guys saw the Super Bowl, but Jason Kelsey has his hype song, and it was hilarious. So,
Well, Hannah's always on the speaker, so she's always got the music in the mornings, so that's always fun. Typically, me and Kendall, we always go get breakfast every morning. That's like my game day thing, but we've done that since last year because we were roommates last year, so we do that every single Saturday. That's a home game, but what do you do?
Well, I don't really have a ritual before the game. I mean, like, on away games on the way to, like, the facility we're playing, like, I don't know. I feel like I just put my headsets in and, like, try and log in. Not to a particular song, but, like, because I'm kind of scatterbrained a lot.
Okay.
So, like, if I'm listening to music, it's, like, focusing me. But now, like, if you talk about in-game rituals, I'm so superstitious. It's
really
dumb.
good.
okay, well,
She
tell me
really
about those then. I didn't know that was a thing.
No, like, so before I get in the box, like, I don't know why, but, like, I spin the bat, and then I double tap it, like, inside. Like, I tap the edge of the inside plate, and then I tap the white line. And then I don't want to, like, Babe Ruth the pitcher, like, pointing at her.
Yeah.
But, like, I just kind of swing the bat out at a very low angle, so she doesn't
Yeah.
feel like I'm coming at her or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Because it's just, like, a letting go of, like, stress, and then, like, getting in there.
I'm going to look for that from
Yeah.
now on when
It's-
you play. I'm going to.
Yeah.
Just, it's weird. Like, I have videos, and I'm like, when did that happen?
Have you
No.
done it for a long time or just when you got to college sports?
I've always had something I have
Okay.
to do before like getting in a box. Like at one point, I think I jumped up and down like not like just like baby hops, like
Oh,
actual,
okay. I
like,
thought you meant like
big-
full
no, like full,
Oh, full jump?
yeah, like it's bad. Like my mom has a video of it, and she's like, this should tumble you if I ever get like too high. She's like, bring it back.
Bring it back.
Remember,
This will be to do it. This will be the thing to do it. I don't remember like when we're all in T-ball, we just have to beat the crap out of the home plate. You know, I don't know what it did, but you know, apparently it made you hit the ball harder. I
It
don't know.
did. It was a sign. It was a
I
threat.
don't know.
Yeah,
It's like ruffling like your
yeah,
feathers.
yeah.
No, if you pay enough attention to each of the girls on the team, like everybody has something that they do.
Bailey plays in the dirt.
Yeah, I have a really bad habit of like touching the dirt all the time. Like I lean over and I put my fingers in the dirt. I don't know why. I just always do whenever I'm pitching, but everybody's got something.
Shorty does that thing where she like puts the bat behind the back.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
because if I did that, my shoulder would pop.
Yep.
I'm like, but it looks so cool and majestic.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
Like, go you.
I watched multiple girls do that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, man, I wish I could do that without getting injured.
I mean, it's just such a simple move. I'm like, girl, but like I just
It
doing it
looks
one time, I
so
was like, ow.
majestic. Yes. I don't know what it is, but it looks so cool, and I wish
it
I
hurts.
could do it.
She crankbaits. Oh, she cranking it down. If I was a first baseman and she was in the box,
I would be in the
grass. I'd be chilling in the grass.
We have a camera on y'all's third baseline, and Erin literally hit one right at the camera last season.
Broke it.
And the poor girl had a duck. We were like yelling through our headsets that we had. We're like, save the camera! We can take you to the hospital!
I love that.
We can't. Those cameras are expensive though. We couldn't afford that hospital bill probably.
You know who else is hitting it hard?
Who?
Lauren.
Yeah,
Lauren's been doing really well lately.
Lester? Okay, I was making sure I had.
Were you videoing the home run that she hit? Like the first weekend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was there if it was not me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have, there are so many of us, like, baseball and softball, since it's, like, during the spring months when we get a lot of rain, and we have to work around it, and the schedules change, like, crazy, and they already have started, We have to, like, work with it. And so, like, people will sign up for a game, or they'll sign up for, like, one of two in a doubleheader, and we'll like send out a message. We're like, hey, this changed, like times changed, blah blah blah, and they're like, well, I can't make it. And so then we're down to like a skeleton crew of us. So we just have to kind of work with it. And I know that's probably nerve-wracking for you guys too, like how many things change, especially like in a series weekend. You guys have to play those 3 games, whether you like it or not, probably.
Well, was it the first weekend that we've had a 3.5 hour game in the rain?
It was.
And Hannah was a trooper.
Yes.
I was like sitting in the. I was like, how are we doing?
Imagine a 3-hour softball game.
No, and like we were trying to get people in because like the ball's so wet, like it's not where
no one can grip it.
No. But the grace of God, the other team was just smoking it. And I was
You're like, how is this happening?
I was like, there's some illegal things. But no, like Hannah was out there trooping, and I was like, go
girl, yes.
I was like, could not be me.
I was so glad they moved that game from our field, because if y'all move the field and it's not here and we can't get to it, then we don't broadcast it. And I was like, thank God I didn't have to broadcast in the rain.
Yeah, I really don't know. Like the people on that field that day were like,
it was coming down too. Like it was not light rain.
If you ever want to know like how committed the team is, just go and like look at that, because like I know like pitching in the rain's hard, but like as many balls like that hit the ground and stuff, like Shorty was like, I don't think she had a pass ball in that portion, so like
I don't remember.
go team. Like it was a really impressive like game in of itself. And so like I think like going into the weekend, like it might not have had the outcome we wanted, but like how many people like persevered and like pushed through and didn't let things get them down and like didn't let the rain affect them. I think if we bring that type of mentality into the game, like this pouring down rain that you can barely see in front of you, isn't gonna let us stop, and we can still be competitive, then like if we bring that mentality with us, like it might not always like break our way, but we can give it a fight, especially with the returners we have and stuff like that. So I think going from rituals to randomly off topic.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's okay.
That was an opening weekend too, so like hopefully it's out of the way by now.
The rain? Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I mean, y'all's field is like
Probably not.
I mean, probably not. Y'all's field is like at the end of that big hill, so like.
But
we held up our
props to the coaches, because
they
that field
worked
always
on it so hard.
like it was so pretty. It was so pretty. Like the grass was this fluffy grass, and the rain happened, and like
it's just mush.
It's not like it's getting better, and like with how much effort they're putting into it, and it's just like tag them. Like, you want to, like, and especially when your coaches are that passionate about, like, if you see how passionate they are about the field, like, just think about how passionate they are for us and stuff like that. So it's like, you go out there and win it for your team and your girls and stuff like that, but, like, you're also fighting for the people that are putting in the work for, like, you and all that. And so it's like
it's nice to know that it's there, well, back on topic. I don't know. I mean, there was a question in there somewhere.
It was about rituals, and then we got
Okay.
We were talking about Shorty, and then we got into the game.
Okay. So we live in the 21st century, which is the age of technology, and I don't know when it started, when it happened. I don't. But I remember mentioning in the first episode how big Twitter has become for sports, and like, class of da-da-da-da, right-hand pitcher, and then like all their stats, and then game highlights or whatever. So like, I don't know if you guys have had any negativity, extra positivity while on social media, but like, talk about how like you handle criticisms, or maybe like you've got a backhanded comment or anything. Like, talk about your sports career and the age of social media.
Well, softball in general is just a very mental sport. You have to be very mentally tough to move on from like the next plays and stuff. So having negative comments and stuff would be really hard, but honestly, I don't really feel like we face that a lot.
I mean, I don't think either one of us are very, like, social media heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, most of the social media I partake in is, like, 49ers information. And the Bible. So that's, like, and, like, my account's private.
Yeah.
And all that on Instagram and stuff like that. So it's, like, I can control who I see and stuff like that. And honestly, like, I don't know, this might sound bad, but most of the time the people that are hating are people that, one, don't play sports, or, like, they just kind of sit there, and you kind of also have to take it with, like, a grain of salt. Like, you don't know. Like, I don't know.
They probably just don't know what's going on, really.
Like, it's just what you make it, in my opinion. Like, you can either get upset about what people say, or you can just, like, use it to fuel you.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I haven't seen any negative comments, but even if there were, like, we're so early in the season, like, we can do anything right now. So I wouldn't be worried about it, even if there was any. I really wouldn't.
And with backhanded comments, I mean, I think if someone did, it probably would have.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're pretty lackadaisy, though.
Yeah. Limit, like, so I'm going into the sports, I want to go into the sports communications field. We'll start there. I know, like, friends that I have that are, like, news reporters, and, like, just women in sports in general get such backhanded comments, and they're treated like this is still the 1920s, and they're supposed to be, like, a housewife or something. I'm probably going to edit that out. I probably should have said that.
No, I know. We started getting all this stuff because of, oh, goodness.
You're like, oh,
I have very strong opinions about this.
No. Well,
Like, we got to edit.
well, I'll edit. It's okay. I'll edit.
We came into this. I only edit the beginning and the end.
Now I'm editing the middle.
This was the big spot.
We would be the ones that make you do
No,
that.
it's fine. I probably would have gotten myself into this trouble in some time soon
It's just
anyway.
like women in sports is just like, because it's like,
It's such a...
and 90% of the time, the people that are hating on you are people that are just sitting on their couch.
Yes.
Who've never done an
Yes.
athletic thing in their life.
Yes, and they're always telling the girls, they're like, you need to wear more makeup, you need to do your hair like this.
Or
like,
you need to do like
yeah, you
it's
need
like
to do
there's
less.
this beautiful
There's
like
no
there's
middle ground.
Get up to
editing out at this point. This is just a rant session.
But I was going to say, are you stressing me out because you're not even supposed to?
It'll pick it up. It'll pick it up. I promise. I have a voice enhancer. It's fine.
This is gonna be on the blooper reel.
Yes, 100%.
I was going to say that women in sports, like, this is as far as we get is college sports. So we're here because we have worked so hard to be here, and this is so much fun. And we know that there's not really anything after this, whereas, like, men, so you can go to the NFL, like, you could do, like, all this stuff.
Yeah.
But this is it for us. So we're just here to make the best of these 4 years and move on. Like, there's not really any girls that go pro. I mean, I think there are.
I mean, the
There
pros
are
are
pros,
like
but it's like-
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. We're just trying to make it the best of what we
Yeah,
have left.
and like the negativity that comes with it. I mean, but if you think about it, it's not like, yeah, do we get it for more of like physical types of things, or like, oh, you have to do this or that, like, yeah, or if we have too bad of an attitude, but just like people attacking college athletes in general, it's like these are still like developing humans.
Yeah.
They're not like most, unless like with the fifth year, it's kind of like red shirts and all that. Like there are a few like NFL players that are like 28.
Yeah.
Like they're still in college and we're just chilling, but but like it's just like these people go on and they're like ranting about like, oh, this guy needs to be cut. That's a 22-year-old who's
Yeah.
just trying to get through with their life, and then, so it's kind of like
Just trying to graduate.
Yeah, and when I started thinking about it like that, because I'm also very passionate about like college sports, so I'm like, gosh, we have to do better, like especially with Razorbacks.
Yeah. Oh.
So it's like, gosh, like, KJ, let's go, buddy. Like, let's get it go. And then you're like, that's also like a 22-year-old
Yeah.
who's just like trying to get through life.
Yeah, everyone's like, well, baseball season's coming. Let's hope that they make up for football and basketball. I'm like, y'all, these are like still kind of kids in a sense. You gotta love them. You're like, they're just trying to have fun, and they went D1. They probably didn't even realize all the things that came along with that.
Yeah.
Like, you just gotta let them have their moment.
If this gets blooped out, we're also at like, I'm putting that specifically so when you edit it, so you'll know.
Yeah,
But like,
you.
I feel like at D2, like the level of hate you get is a little less.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
as of right
it's
now,
not-
like for us, like we were voted like in the coaches poll like last and stuff like that. So it's like
Yeah.
at this point, it's just like we're here to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
Like you've already insulted it by like putting it there.
Yeah.
So like let's go out and let's like prove a point.
Yeah, like Coach wanted me to start this to get you guys more watched and more out there, because you're probably, I don't want to say it, but maybe like the less, if not like the least watched team like here on campus, because like basketball, football, and baseball, those are the big three probably at almost any school. And so like a lot of women's sports at schools that probably people don't even know we have are not as
Well, and they've been using like the term like we've just kind of like our program's just kind of floated, and like we've never really like gone out there and like branded ourselves or anything like that, and like that's what Coach Jackson's like big thing is to like let's get out of that, because like there's so much talent on the team, like with the starting at the seniors, and like we have this like beautiful like we have our seniors and they have like set a standard that's super duper high, like of respect for ourselves, how we should have things handled and all that, and then they've created that culture, and then the juniors have created that culture as well, and like they've seen this school at like not the school but like the team in general at like what its worst was, and they don't want us to experience it, and so like they're like, we expect you to do this, and they expect a lot, and like you can sometimes like take that as like a bad thing and like get really mad about it and like not want to do anything, but like they've set that culture, and like the sophomores have continued that culture, and now it's on like the freshmen to continue it, and I think like that's like the beautiful thing about the program is that like, well, yeah, we might have been like floating. Like this year, it can be like something really beautiful and really special, and to build upon. So, back to what we were supposed to.
Yeah, back to the question. I feel like veering off my question is going to get me in trouble. Well, it probably not. We've talked about women in sports in a bunch of my classes in my major, so it's probably fine. I'll just go back and watch and,
click, let's
click. Maybe I'll use it as clickbait.
No, he said, I'm looking forward to this episode.
Yeah, he did. He really did. Well, you're like, okay, coach. Okay. So now I'm on the personal single person question. Okay. I'm gonna start with yours. Okay. So, in my time, maybe I just phrased my question wrong. In my time, though, I feel like I don't see a bunch of taller pitchers. You stand at 5'9". I am on a good day 5'7", 5'8". So, like, talk about how being so tall has helped or hindered you in pitching.
I feel like being tall is definitely an advantage, just because I can get like a bigger stride out, and my arms are longer, just all that kind of stuff. I feel like it is an advantage, but I mean, there are shorter people on the team that throw harder than me, and so it doesn't really like have anything to do with that. But I don't know. We have Carly. She's a pitcher, and she's an inch taller than me. I think she's 5'10". Hope is 5'10". But then we have, like, what? Yeah, Jaden. She's like
4'11".
4'11". And then
Oh, is she the one from California?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And then Tuesday and Hannah are probably about your height. But I don't know. I don't really think that it's been a hindrance or anything.
Yeah. Do you think that, like, the people, like you said, that are shorter than you, that throw harder, do you think they've had to work harder because they're shorter? Or do you think that they've just spent more time on it, maybe? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
How long have you been pitching is, like, also another thing that goes along with it.
I've been pitching for 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really just your mechanics, your form, your technique. Like,
Okay.
everybody has something that's different about them. So,
Does the team have a pitching coach, or do you all just kind of work, like, the pitchers are all working together as a coach for each other?
we don't have, like, a specific pitching coach. We work together, and we'll have, like, meetings with Coach Jackson
Okay.
and talk about stuff and all that. But he has, like, certain goals for us. But
Okay.
majority of it is just, like, the pitching staff.
Okay.
And the catchers come in too.
Yeah.
And, like, give all their input. But all the pitchers pitch with all the catchers, so, like, everybody knows each other really well. So
Okay.
I feel like that's how we're able to work so well together.
Okay. I'll go to your personal question now. Yours is a two-parter, but one's a fun fact.
Yeah,
fun fact. Me and Emma go way back. I feel like, well, I go way back. You're not as old as I am, but we went to high school together. Shout out CHS Cabot. Gosh, that feels like so long ago. I graduated. And then so I played way back in the day before I have my grandma joints now. And I would fill in for a team that she was on, and then, like, through the years, I'd be like, I know her, and she's probably looking at this crazy lady, like, why is she pointing at me from across the field, like, so, me and Emma go way back. That's your fun fact, everybody. But my question for Emma is, let me make sure I worded this right also. Okay, do you have anything that you, like, were taught growing up, or that you brought with you to college, or that you learned in college, like a unique training, what did I say, training technique, or a method that you have, that you think has helped you, like, progress really, like, up until now? Or do you think you learned anything that is going to help you progress over the next couple years?
So, fun fact, this past fall was rough for, because softball is very mental for, like, my hitting. And I don't think it's ever been as bad as it was. Like, I've never had, like, a swing be as, like, structurally sound as mine was and not make contact whatsoever. So, like, if that tells you anything, it's 100% mental. And so, I think, because coming into this, I was like, oh, I got to prove myself. And then, like, Coach Jackson and Coach Kuntz were, like, continuously, like, building me up and, like, saying, you got it. Like, it'll come, and stuff like that. And then I had Cody that was like, you're fine, you know, it'll come at some point. And then my parents were, like, in my ear about it, too, like, saying, hey, you got it, like, you know, building me up continuously. Like, I had a team full of them. And then it, like, I've never struggled with it. And so I think having a family that is, like, so loving and is continuously, like, building you up, like, after, like, the worst day of, like, hitting or something like that, they'll be like, hey, you'll go get it next time, and stuff like that. And so I think coming into it, I never, like, I've had that in, like, travel ball, but, like, that's new for, like, a year-round type thing. So I think using that and not, like, not using it is, like, not beneficial. So, like, having those people to, like, bounce my, like, thoughts and, like, hey, what did you see what I did? Because I know my roommate would be like, you're just pulling your head out, or it's literally in your head.
Yeah.
And then Cody would say the same thing. So I think I have a support system now that more than just my parents, you know.
Yeah.
And, like, I have friends and, like, sisters and coaches now that like are constantly, like, with me. And so I have a reason to want to be better.
Yeah.
And so I think coming into this, I didn't have that.
Okay.
And now I do. So I have a reason to want to get better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought, like, I remember seeing some of your, like, home run posts from high school, and I'd be like, I know her. And so, like, I knew you as a good hitter from, like, just from what I saw. And so, like, how long were you, like, struggling or in a slump or whatever you want to call it?
Until the first game I pinched hit. And then, by the grace of, like, honestly, I truly believe it was the Lord's divine intervention that happened.
Well, they talked last week about you getting a run and, like, getting someone on base to score, and I was like, go in.
Yeah, like, I was like Coach Rex was like, are you ready? And I was like, yes, sir. And in the back of my head, I was like, I hit the ball. But then, like, a lot of that actually, like, as I was in the circle, I kind of looked back, and, like, Cody was in there, and she's like, go. And, like, Bailey, my roommate, was in there. She's like, you got it. And then Shorty was like, and so I was looking back at, like, the dugout, and I saw these people, and I really, in that moment, it was like, I'm not getting a hit for myself. If I go out here and get a hit, it's not for me, and it's not for, like, anything that, like, personal gain. It's, like, for the girls.
Okay.
And I think, because we were talking about, I think that was today we were talking about it. I don't know. It's been, like, that's been a recent, like, line of thought also. Is just, like, you're not in there for, like, your stats to be good. You know? Like, I mean, if your stats are good, that means you're playing for your team and stuff like that. But, like, you don't want to ever go into an at-bat thinking, oh, well, I want this for me. I want to get on base so the next girl can get on base so that we can score and we can take leads and stuff like that. And so I think with that mentality, we'll have great success.
And Coach Jackson, he even said that, because wasn't there 2 outs whenever you went in?
Yes.
Yeah, there's 2 outs, and I remember Emma telling me after that she was like, I went into the box and I was like, I'm going to get a hit. Like, she was determined. And then Coach Jackson said that on the video footage, I think maybe one of the parents took it or something, but he said that you could see Maggie in the circle behind Emma, and their swings were like perfectly timed because Maggie was like getting ready. So I just feel like that shows a lot that Emma went in there and she's like, she was determined to hit, and Maggie was in the box like she was getting ready because she had all the confidence that Emma was gonna do her job and then Maggie was gonna get in and do her job. And Emma got a base hit and Maggie got a base hit. So that just shows a lot and of like the support we have for each other and just the confidence that we have in each other. So I really like that he pointed that out because it was really awesome.
Yeah, I like little moments like that, like little like, oh, well, that's really cool. And you see it like when Lauren hit her home run, you see in the video like Remy like immediately like bat ball, and it's like the ball hasn't left the infield trajectory and Remy's like out there like hands up like celebrating it, and I'm like that's why a Ouachita is special. You know, and it's like those are like the moments, like the little moments that you don't think you'll see, and then like Remy's just out there like wow, and then it's like the support you have is really awesome.
And also, Emma did get out of her hitting slump. She hasn't mentioned it yet, but whenever we were playing Missouri Southern, she hit it over the center field fence that was 220, and like, I don't even know how high. It was really, really tall.
Nice.
And the people up in the box said that rarely ever happens on that field. So, yeah, she crushed the ball. It was awesome to watch. Everybody was freaking out.
Oh, so proud.
I was proud too.
She said, that's my partner.
Yes. It was awesome.
Cody hasn't mentioned it either, but she pitched a phenomenal 4 innings.
Aww.
So,
wait, against what team?
Missouri.
It was Missouri Southern, yeah.
Okay.
If you're going to do it, I'll do it.
She said, I'll shout you out. Don't worry. I'll name drop for you. It's okay. Oh, I love the accountability partners.
Yes.
It's a little sketchy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'll edit that out later. It's okay.
She'll be like, I did not say negative
I
comments.
did not say. Trigger warning. Well, I wish you guys good luck this weekend against SWOSU at SWOSU. I'll probably be keeping up with the live stats that we do since we won't be broadcasting. I'll still be broadcasting this weekend, though, so, you know, never a weekend. Never. But good luck. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. This was so fun.
This was fun.
I think this is the most I've laughed tonight.
It was really fun.
I try to stay so professional. And this is the most I've laughed in one.
Oh, just wait till Abby Reams gets in here.
God. Okay.
Abby, Kendall, Matt. Marley.
Yeah,
if you get Marley and Abby together,
I never know who he's gonna send me. It's just
Yeah.
like Saturday or Sunday night before, and I'm just like, okay, I have 24 hours to prepare. and so I'm just like, I need to I don't even know most of you guys, so I
Yeah.
have to like come into this blind, and I'm like texting him. I'm like, tell them I'm not mean, please. And then
No, everyone that's been on here previously has been like, it's so much fun.
Okay,
Like, just
sweet.
chill.
Yeah, Erin came up to me after. She was like, "Can we be real friends?" I was like, "Yes, we can."
I love it.
That was funny.
Well, what a successful third episode. That's all I have to say. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys killed it.
Thank you.
Yes. And thank you guys so much again. And I guess I'll see you guys around campus.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, that is true. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You'll
Go
probably
ahead.
see a crazy person waving from across the field.
That's fine.
I'm like, hey, and they're like, who is that? Who is she? Who? I don't know her. But yeah, it's me for future reference. If you ever see a crazy lady or hear a crazy lady, because I'm so loud. So yeah, but that's the third episode, and I'll see you guys next week.
Whoop whoop.